Hello, my wonderful soul tribe. This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi, my friends, and hello if you're new to this channel. If you would like to get notified whenever I publish new content, because it's not that regularly, please subscribe, hit the bell, all notifications, and that should do the trick. All right. Currently, still 20% off of all private healing readings if you're interested. But it ends at the end of June, so now would be a good time if you've been thinking about it. Okay, so for those that need to hear it, let's see what Spirit has to say. It's really beautiful because we have specialization out. I'm also kind of feeling some of you may be from a transitioning period from one phase to another. And also these readings are timeless. From one stage to another, I strongly, with the specialization card, got sacred geometry. You know how you can, in meditation, or if you're just envisioning it, build pyramids of light around you, or energy circles around you. I really am called to tell you about the meditation. I'm going to link it down below. We're on Universal Power Meditations, my other channel, the ritual meditation, and I know some of you are already doing that. There's a call to maybe implement some of that, or any other, but the call's just on that right now. There's heart healing and solar plexus healing that is occurring. Work with the moon cycles, because that's going to be, it's almost like a joke to say it's going to be soothing. But it is in some cases soothing, and the moon is so powerful in all her different phases. And we just had the solstice, and we entered Cancer season, so the energies are, to me, almost insane. Like, I am so affected by these energies. Like, I'm crying so much right now. I'm purging. Duh, God. And I really wanted to do a reading for that reason, because I know I'm not the only one. But just know that these are, this is purging, okay? It'll come to pass. You're in between phases here. Yeah, peace wants to enter. Like, this transformative process is going to bring a lot of peace, but it's also you having the ability to create, those sacred geometry, whatever it is. If it's a circle or if it's a square or whatever suits you intuitively, like, place that around you as an energetic space, because this is going to help you and infuse the energy of peace and love and light, or whatever else you wish to feel in that moment, and really feel it, because it's there always. It's just a matter of tapping in. There's feminine energy on the rise, and feminine energy is interesting because it's almost like it cannot be contained, which is also part of the reason why females have been suppressed for such a long time, because when we and this is humans in general too, because when we realize our power, oh my goodness, but the female energy can be, like, I almost want to say, I hope it's not the wrong word, like ruthless. Like, when the kundalini is rising, it does whatever needs to be done. Like, it definitely gets the job done. It may seem chaotic and take you places you never thought you would go, but yet here you are. It's happening. You know what I mean? And it's not, it cannot really be asked to be stopped, like, during these transformative processes, of course. Of course, you could ask to slow down the process or to have a rest. But, with any transition, you don't want to stop in the middle. You don't want to get stuck in that cocoon, you know what I mean? Or stuck in never spreading your wings. You already have them. Might as well spread them. Like, give it a shot. It may feel like kind of weird to try them out and be like, oh my God, what am I even doing here? It's that kind of a feeling that I'm getting. But why would you? Like, why would you stop now? And Spirit is making sure, by pushing you in a certain direction, that you don't miss like that. There's the exit right there. Take it, please. And I just heard Sagittarius, so you may have Sagittarius in your chart, or strong Sag. They're, of course, connected to Saturn, the planet Saturn. So I know that there's something with Saturn going on right now also. And Saturn is something, that brings us lessons that are not that comfortable in the moment, but in the long run are highly beneficial. All right, let me read space. Not space, but specialization. The earthly meaning is know what you want and do what works. Refine your abilities. Transfer a skill set from one environment to another. Do not underplay what you are capable of. Give up the idea that you must be good at everything. Narrow your interests and build on your existing strength to conserve output and increase your value. A creative response to change will see you flourish. So interesting, because we do have creativity, we have oneness, and the star here. So interesting. Spiritual meaning is there is a higher purpose to everything, but currently it is not clear. Something in your life is changing and it is unsettling. Soon the pieces of the puzzle will start falling into place and you will begin to find meaning in it. For now, trust in the refinement process. Hone your ability for love. Oh my God. And develop your capacity for compassion. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just did a private read. It's incredible. Incredible. All taints fall away and the truth becomes clearer. The reason I'm saying it, I'm just flashed because the same words just showed up. And it's, whenever I do a private reading, the reading I do right after still holds resonance. And this couldn't be more true. Although I'm clearing the energies and everything, but still. So yeah, really flashy, trippy. Inside. We don't really need the inside. Yeah, here we go. Honing and polishing a skill or behavior towards a certain task, goal, or industry helps you endure changes. Through specialization, you can step outside of competition and create new ways for yourself and others to flourish. This is crazy. Okay. All right, Spirit. We're rolling with it. So, rolling with it. Oh my God. Oh wow. There's something Piscean going on right now too, if I'm remembering correctly. That's why you may have that's heightened intuitive nudges, heightened intuition, and more clearer channeling and stuff like that. Okay, so you may be experiencing this as well. Creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion. Let go of fear and apprehension and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid. All right, which one? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use the Ostara Tarot. So let me see. That's pretty neat. Thank you. What else? Thank you. Wow. Thanks. Yay. Thanks. Oh, wow. Okay, we got him. So we've got the 6 of coins. Interesting that that's over there. Ah, yeah. We've got the 10 of wands. So they don't necessarily want to be placed in the order that they came out. So there's some sort of organization that's going on right now in your life, or maybe going on. You've also got the 10 of cups, like opposing the 10 of wands. So there's great struggle, but that's also balanced with great emotional fulfillment, and I'll get into that in a minute. You have the Hierophant and you have the Magician. Hang on. Oh. Here we go. 555 is what I just saw, so change. Yeah, so the Hierophant is right up there. That's the spiritual enlightenment. And then the Magician, having to do with manifestations, but that has to do with, the internal. It's not so much, the willpower, but it is also like the standpoint, your internal standpoint that you're coming from. Very interesting. And you have the Queen of Swords, and she's in this deck, she's almost like the Queen of Cups for me in the other deck. This is speaking your truth because you see clearly here. And you do get those channeled messages. You may have come into new abilities, new gifts, or you will shortly. There's definitely new wisdom coming in, like from above, in one way or another being brought to you. And she speaks, that woman in the card, and you could be male as well, that woman in the card, you know, she doesn't care if anyone thinks otherwise. And this doesn't come from a closed heart or anything like that. She's just free. You know what I mean? She's no longer afraid to speak her truth. He's no longer afraid to speak his truth. No matter if other things that's crazy, it doesn't matter to them anymore. It doesn't matter to you anymore. Like when you receive channeling, you will utter that. It's kind of like that energy. And maybe this is where you're going in case you're not there yet, in case you're still holding back on some of that. But this is precisely what will bring you, you know, that freedom and that emotional fulfillment here. And you may have struggled in the past because they're now taking me over to this one here, and that's right underneath like the 10 of Wands. First of all, with the way you see yourself versus the way others see you and perceive you. So there's a sense of, there are two sides to it. How do I explain that? Firstly, in the positive sense, and then in the not so beneficial way. So in the positive sense, that is, others see how fantastic and magnificent you are and how wonderful and incredibly loving and lovely person you are, and you have a hard time seeing that. The other thing, and this could be going simultaneously, you trying to be someone because you're thinking others may be wanting you a certain way, if that makes any sense, you know, and thus adjusting to that. And that's always what the 10 of Wands is denoting to me. You're that whale already. Those sticks here are too small to hold you back. Like you've outgrown that by miles. You've outgrown that scenario by miles. It's a matter of becoming conscious of that change, you know, and embracing yourself with all your facets. This is the first time I'm seeing like an eel in there. So there may have been a past influence in your life that wasn't so great for you, but that are teaching you like a huge lesson here, you know, because from the higher view, also eels and people that may be perceived as negative influences, they often hold really great lessons for us when we dare to move through them. And it looks like you are daring to move through them. And in that struggle, you're finding yourself. You're really finding out what you're made of, what you're capable of. And you must have lost that somewhere along the way. But here it is now. Here it is now for you, up for grabs. And there's also, could have been an issue with, you know, overgiving. Could be an issue of codependency also, where you're had a hard time establishing balance in any relationship, basically, where you were just like you were giving, but you had a hard time receiving that back in, which is an excellent, you know, ground for narcissists to come in. But once we're healed, that's the other good news. We're like becoming narcissist repellent, and that's the cool thing about it. Yeah, and the scales are being balanced here for you. This is also a card that denotes to a smart business sense and, you know, like a humanitarian sense, like really giving freely. But your cup is full this time. It's no longer acting from a depleted kind of a place, but rather from my cup is full and hence I can easily give out. Yeah, that's enlightenment, you know. You're receiving or seem to be receiving a lot of that, or will be receiving or have recently received, depending on where you are in your journey. Like the door is wide open anyways, like the invitation from spirit stands. It's just like some of you may have gotten in touch with the Akashic records, with your own Akashic records, may have done some past life regressions, or you know, anything, dreams that connects you with your subconscious, that make you understand, you know, deeper knowledge. Yeah, and this may have challenged your belief system. But it's ultimately, we're all here to grow. You're here to grow. So that's that. That's when the expansion happens, and that sometimes can drive us a bit mad because it's just like, oh my God, I thought things were a certain way, and then it turns out they're not like that at all. And this is challenging for our mind, for our ego, you know. But so be compassionate with your mind and with your ego here. Yeah, but it can be challenging to walk up these steps here. See this? it doesn't seem like much to do, but it can challenge us. You know, it's almost like an initiation process. You're only, that door is open for you because quite obviously you're just at that stage where that happens, like we said, from one stage to the other, but you're still not quite there yet, and there can be still challenges on the way, but this is not supposed to, you know, discourage you. This is making you stronger, much like with this card here. This is part of the break-in free that needs to happen before you enter like that, you know, that higher stage of enlightenment. And that's precisely also where the magician comes in. It's so interesting. You know, what's his name? Aaron Dorothy or something has a YouTube channel, and he was talking about, you know, the different stages, and it's from the hero stage to the wizard stage, and that's kind of like what I'm getting with this as well. It's so interesting because Spirit gives me certain things that are then reoccurring in my readings. So yeah, that's you know, that's the effortless manifestation. That's understanding that reality is an illusion, and that's a much more easy space to be in than what you're going through currently. And you need to understand again that you're from one stage to the other stage. You're just moving up, but there most likely are a couple of challenges, and you are feeling these already. Most of you are, but you're moving towards that next stage here where, you know, because manifestation is not supposed to be like something like, I want this to happen, it just doesn't come in like this, but it's effortless. You know, that's kind of like the stage you're striving for here, and you may or may not know this. So it's very interesting for those that need to know or that this would come in as information right now, and you may feel like it's taken ages, or you may have been at the point of giving up several times already, and I don't blame you, because this is, you know, one tough journey to go through. And if you need to rest, please rest, because sometimes we just have to, you know what I mean, in order for us to continue on that journey. Star. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. All around you, allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love. Love illuminates all things. Never forget you are truly a shining star. How beautiful. And that's precisely it, you know. When you're really tapping yourself in, like I said with the specialization card, it's incredible the amount of love that is there for you. It's absolutely incredible, the amount of peace. You know, it's just never ending. And that has to do with that, you know, with that tapping into that place, because you can pluck yourself into that place too, so your own cup doesn't empty anymore. And I feel this is part of this whole stage as well, figuring out how to really do that, so you can you know, bring more healing to people, that you can bring more understanding into your own life, and not feel depleted as you know, bring all that through. Because this, again, this is endless. Like the source that we're tapping into, there's, you know, it cannot be, how do you say? It cannot be used up. Like there's so much, it's infinite. Okay, yeah. And we have oneness. So someone you dearly miss is forever present in your heart. Remember, dearest one, that even though there has been a physical parting, spiritually, those we love never leave us. Creation is eternal. Nothing is ever truly missing, for all is interconnected and ultimately one. That's beautiful. Okay, this card often shows up when ancestors are near. So if you've been feeling activity, your ancestors would like to tell you something, or just, you know, make their presence known to you. All right. Okay, so the Shamanic Oracle deck. Thank you. That was quick. 2 now. Oh, interesting. The Fool just popped up for some reason as I put the other deck back. So that's, you know, that spiritual journey to enlightenment, which is interesting that that will come up. Yeah, but you lose a lot. Like when you start on that journey, there's a lot that's been taken, that's taken away, you know, but also like tenfold that's going to be given back. But sometimes we're just in between stages where it's just not apparent, that tenfoldness, where we just feel like this is empty, like I've given up so much, there's nothing left for me like to give. I'm tired, like I'm worn out from all the lessons, from all the learning, from everything, you know. Oh my, that is so beautiful. The heart of the heavens with the number 24 breaking down to a 6, which is that leadership position, but very strongly right now it's denoting to channeling for me. So a lot of you are actually either already channels, or you have the strong capacity to become a channel. Like open your third eye, open your crown, open your heart, because the communication is also strongly through the heart. Also with manifestation, same thing. Work closely with the moon energies. The moon is repeating herself here in the cards. It's really quite beautiful. For some of you, there's something in your chart. Like I know, like a lot of people are being helped by just looking at their own charts in terms of life mission. Where is it that I need to go? If you just look up North and South Node, for example, where did you come from your last lifetime? Where are you going in this? Like what's this one lesson you can look up, and then you go from there. To help you clarify where it is that you're moving towards, or that you're supposed to move towards, to make things a bit easier for you here. Others are really starting to get into astrology more and more, and there's a sense of, yes, please keep going, this is the right track, if you needed to hear that. You know, star seeds, starry ancestors is what's coming through here too. And the wisdom, yeah, the wisdom they bring. Okay. All right. One last angels and ancestors card for you. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. So you have intent and create, the high priest with the hawk, which is denoting to Horus, or Ra, the sun god. Yeah, interesting. And we have that male energy here, and it's the same with the magician, so it's so interesting. And the magician card here is female, and that's male, so there's also an alignment between, you know, the internal masculine and the internal feminine that's happening right now. Some of you may really feel disconnected at the time, is what I'm getting, like from your bodies, having a hard time, you know, and this could be like a small minority, Jesus, of you. I'm all of a sudden having a really hard time concentrating and focusing and being very tired. And there is a real need for you to sleep and to reconnect with your body, but not to worry, like you will be able to again, to have that connect. But just touching yourself and feeling where you're actually touching yourself is interesting when you're in that stage, when you're a bit disconnected. So the high priest, intent and create. Recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. In many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is not only able to divine the future, but to help create it too. He may be a leader in his spiritual tradition, or in pagan traditions be second to the high priestess, but he's always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. All right, my friends, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. Hopefully also brought you some ease with all those energies right now. And yeah, again, 20% off of all private healing readings if you're interested. Everything you need to know in the caption down below. And I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. Bye.